Okay, welcome to Live with Tracy VA. Happy Monday. Monday morning. It's Monday morning. Of course, I got my coffee and I'm ready to talk all these cool topics we have in store. Let me go ahead and make sure I'm streaming to all the platforms too. Right now, we are live on Twitch. We are live on IG, TikTok, and YT. Okay, so how are you feeling? Happy Monday. Okay. Today I want to talk friendship. I want to actually this whole week I want to talk friendship. Y'all know last week we began live with Tracy VA, and I was like, okay, we're doing different topics every day, but I was like, let me just go ahead and dedicate every week to a certain subject. So this week we're talking friendship. And as the weeks go on, I want to dive deeper, maybe into just more subjects you guys want to talk about when it comes to life and healing and stuff. So this week, I'm dedicating everything to friendship. And beyond that, of course, in our show, we do reaction videos as well. I want to react to the Diddy documentary as well. Who in the chat has watched the Diddy documentary by 50 Cent? I actually did watch it over the weekend. That's probably the only thing I watched over the weekend. And I was pretty locked in. So let me go ahead and get into the yes. And also if you want to submit music, make sure you do that. Just make sure you send a gift. You guys send it via Cash App or right here on TikTok. Just send me a gift. I don't care if it's flowers or whatever. Okay, so welcome back, you guys. It's Live with Tracy VA, and you're tuned in to Live with Tracy VA, the spot where we keep it real, relevant, and resonating. Every episode, we react to viral clips, dive into music reviews, we review fresh tracks, and have real conversations about life, growth, and relationships. I allow music submissions in between topics, so if you want your music played and reviewed during the show, please tip, or if you're on TikTok, you can send gifts. Let me grab myself. Come here. Come here. Come here. Okay. Come here. Okay. Okay. So, like I said, if you're watching the show and you want your music featured on Live with Tracy VA, make sure you send gifts if you're on TikTok or just cash at me. But I always listen to everybody's music and I give honest feedback. Of course, we rate it 1 through 10. But you could even come on stage with me too if any of these topics resonate. So make sure you grab your coffee and let's go ahead and get into it. So, like I said, today we are discussing friendships. Well, the whole week we're talking friendships. So drop it in the chat for me if you guys have positive or negative experiences when it comes to friendships. But really today I just want to dive in. How has friendships, the view of friendships changed now that you are older? I'm going to assume we're all over the age of 25 here. And in childhood, I always felt a whole lot of pressure when it comes to friendships because a lot of people kind of base your worth off of how many friends you have or like who's your friend and all those things. And as I was approaching my 20s, I probably had like the most experience when it comes to friendships and I learned a lot. But now that I'm at the age of 30 years old and I'm also a mother of 2 kids and I'm married, my views on friendship has changed heavily more than what I could have ever imagined. Okay, so I really want to know what you guys think. How has your views changed on friendships? Drop it in the chat. Do you guys still see friendships as a base of worth, a base of comfort, or are you somebody that sees friendships as something that doesn't really have any more worth to you? So let me know in the chat what you think. We're gonna talk more after we get into some music and take us a music break. But happy Monday. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Ever deal with somebody that said they done? They ain't really done. They're just bored. Look. You wake up with an attitude, scrolling through my phone like you pay the bill. Every little typo that you find, you turn into a battlefield. I've been trying to show you that I'm solid, but your love a guilty thrill. You don't really want the truth, you just wanna catch a chill. Every time I give another sense, you say that I'm lying still. X 1,000 questions just to twist it, you don't care what's real. You say I never listen, but you only ever talk to kill. Certain simple moment to a bottom, you can't wait to spin. You be bringing up my past like you ain't got a past too. Whole lot of skeletons listening in your closet, but that's cool. I'm sitting around and the deals from the same beside you, but you rather crack for the drink, but the pick the side. Oh, I was trying to keep the tweets, but you keep loading up the club. I was trying to talk it out, but you just wanna hit it. You wanna meet in the middle, you just wanna win the fight. You never fix to hurt, you just try to hurt me. So I can't even say I'm tired without you saying that I'm weak. You don't hear the pain of me, you just hear another beat. You don't really want a home, you just want another high. And I'm starting to realize, even when you try to prove me wrong, we still ain't get anything resolved. You keep trying to play like you finished, and then you start planning revenge when I let go. When I moved on, just can't be nice. No, can't be nice. Yeah, just love the fight. You don't want a life. You just want a night. Now it's even nice. No, that just can't be nice. You just can't be nice. Yeah. Soon as I detach and fall back, you start turning up the mess. Post a little post on your story, subtweets aiming at my chest. Calling on my homies like you innocent, trying to get some rest. Then you double back and ask me why you treating me like all the rest. You be popping up where I be, like that wasn't any plan. Spawning in the club with a rebound, trying to tag me in the dance. You be telling everybody that you done me, that was not the stand. You was on my phone at 3 a.m. begging for another chance. You can't stand to see me healing, you keep reaching for proof. You don't want to.
All right, that was Can't Be Nice by Trizzy. Let's go ahead and get back into the show. So, like I said, today we are talking friendships. How has our views changed on friendship throughout the years and now that we are older? And of course, we're going to get into some Diddy talk later in the show. Like I said, good morning, you guys. Welcome to Live with Tracy VA. See me everywhere here on multiple platforms: IG, TikTok, Twitch, YouTube. Thank you guys so much for being here. And like I said, if y'all want your music played as well during the show, in between segments, just make sure you send a gift via Cash App or here on TikTok. Just send me a gift. I don't care if it's flowers or whatever. Okay, so drop it in the chat. What are your current views on friendship? Do you still see friendship as something very important, or did that die down just a little bit? I want to go ahead and talk about this. So, topic: do we really need friends at this big grown age? And this is inspired by some thoughts I have gone through recently. I just hopped on the phone with somebody and they were telling me about, like, I see how happy you are with your kids. I see how just, just different. And I had to reply to them saying, well, yeah, these are my best friends. And that right there made me feel like, wow, like I really do feel like I have that feeling I've, always craved and stuff. So they responded saying, well, yeah, that's why you really never seen me with friends, because I always just saw my kids as my friends. And that was very interesting because, my whole life I, didn't ever see them with friends. So I was thinking, I was like, am I following in their footsteps? But at the same time, I do feel like friendships matter. I feel like friendship is a necessity. But do I see it in an important light as much as I used to? Like as we grow up, things change, things go. And, as childhood, we're always pressured to, go make friends, go outside and make friends. But that's just not it now. Now it's just like go outside and go make money, or go outside and live life however you want to do it. As I get older, yes, drop it in the chat, your thoughts. As I get older, I I feel like friendship is more of like a luxury. The friends that I do have, the ones I that are off limits, those are people that are like my family members. But if you're a friend that's not a family member, it's kind of just like, you just kind of fade into the background. But I do think friendship is important. But do I feel like it's that important today? I don't think so. Especially when you start to grow and whatever you believe in, this is really what it's inspired by. So I posted a clip on my TikTok last week, and the thank you for the roses. Thank you. Thank you. If you want to music play, just send it in. And I just brought up a story, and somebody in the comment section said, sounds like you need better friends. And I said, I actually don't need friends. I actually just need God, and I just need my family. And they didn't respond to that. But when I said that, I really meant that. And, part of me, it was like hoping that, my friends would see that thing like, oh, she don't need us. But I find as I grow older, friendship is a luxury. Friendship is something I'm grateful for. But if I don't have that happiness within family or happiness with myself or happiness within my connection with God, then all that other stuff, it doesn't weigh that much to me anymore. So in the chat, let me know if you can resonate with that, or let me know if you can't. Tell me, how has your views on friendship changed throughout the years? We have somebody in my IG DM, because of course I put a poll up every time before I go live. And then the person DM me saying, friends are there like when you really need it, like when things hit the fan. And another comment I made last week, somebody was like, I said, when things hit the fan, I'm not calling my friends. I'm calling my immediate family members, or I'm journaling, or I'm talking to God. I'm not calling my friends because let me know in the chat. Are you able to call your friend when shit hits the fan? Like, genuinely, I really want to know in the chat. Does it always work out for you? Do you always leave the conversation feeling better? Because with me, just from past experiences and bad friendships I did have, every time those friendships will go sour is when shit hits the fan. But that's because a lot of people don't expose themselves until shit does hit the fan. Like I used an example last week, how, I had to move and my life had to change and I was going through a lot, but the friend that I had wanted to go on a cruise. And it wasn't until that situation where she wanted me for aesthetics or me for whatever reason, it wasn't until then to where she was able to show her true colors and like, okay, like this is a selfish, situation. So it made me look at friendships a lot differently. So let me know in the chat what you guys think. Is friendship still very important to you on a scale from 1 to 10? Also let me know. And also, did your viewpoints change on it? Because I can say mine has. I feel now that I like friendships for positivity. So I'm not gonna go to them for something that's going wrong. Because like I said, when I feel like when something's going wrong, that's when the friendship goes bad. Because just in my opinion, I don't feel like nobody be wanting to hear it. Like, if you're going through a hardship, I don't really feel like people want to hear it. And if they are listening, I don't feel like they're listening because they want to fix it, or they feel like they can fix it. But I feel like they listen a lot of the times to judge. But let me know in the chat what you guys think and what your experience is. We're going to go ahead and go to the next song, and we're going to talk about it more. This is Perk, and this is song No. Make sure you grab your coffee. Welcome to Live with Tracy VA. Thank you guys so much for being here. Make sure you hit the follow.
pap it, pap it, pap it. Hang out the collar, chop it, step on them. I put the AR on top of it. Yeah. If I see the drop, I chop it. I'm out of my mind, I'm out of my body. No, you're not my kind, you're not never mine. So I really don't like to talk all the time. I put your head down, try to play with my mind. So I really don't like nobody around. Yeah, ain't the game today. I'ma do what you can't. Yeah, lame. This ain't what you do. You just hate that game. Then soon as they touch the paint, they change. Stop all that shit and get out. Walk around with this chopper, you pissing me off. I rap for my brothers, ain't never with y'all. You better take cover like fucking pillows. I'm not tryna talk, how these niggas be soft. Yo, bitch, come and hop on my dick and get out. Out the bed with that chopper, these niggas look lost. Got the game with the silencer, fuck up, you can't hit it. Lit, put the fat of that bitch, she can't walk with. I say got the silencer, can't hear who talk. With a whole rock on top of his shit like a dolphin. Like a vampire, he alive in that coffin. Oh, for real, that's real. That's right, do it one more time. There's more time on it. Alright, come on. Okay, she know that what she like, and like she in love. When she play with my brain, I get a bitch up. And they wet that I hang out that blanket be to her. They what it is, and they what it was. I done got tired of this, so it's a no. I try to not try with this bitch, I give up. I sit pray to God, hope he come pick me up. I walk in the sky, I got plenty of these drugs. Okay, oh no, you say that's your hoe. Okay, she ain't tryna fuck, gotta go. Okay, you gon' see me hang out that dog. Okay, I'll drop out that hoe with a pole. Okay, you supposed to do something to me now. Okay, or get on that bitch making posts. Okay, the paper turn shit to a ghost. Okay, ain't talking about that nigga now.
Yes, welcome to Live with Tracy VA. Of course, we play music in between segments. Thank you guys so much for being here for those that are watching. So this week we are talking friendship, and in today's topic, we are talking how has your views of friendship changed? So, like I said, growing up, I realized friendships used to feel like life or death, especially in our teenage and early 20s. If you don't have friendships, you ain't have nothing. So that was a whole lot of pressure. But now that I got kids and I have a whole lot of people in my life now that I'm responsible for, it's a whole lot of stuff to maintain. So at this point, friendships feel more like a luxury than a necessity. Now, this doesn't have to do with the friends that I see as an automatic family, but just the other stuff. Another thing too, I feel like, especially like me when I was living in Atlanta, I would have a lot of, people I would go out with and stuff. But I would always label them as like, this is the friend I go out with. This is the friend I go out to go get food with. This is the friend I party with. And to me, looking back on it, it was all just really unnecessary, I do kind of feel like sometimes friendship just be a luxury. Like if you want somebody, as company, but I don't feel like I could ever go to friends for if something's really going on in my life, unless it's the people that are like family. Let me know in the chat, who do you consider a friend and who's those friends that are more like family? And what to you is a way that makes them eligible for that position in your life? Okay. Hold on. So yeah. So now that I have kids and I have other responsibilities, it's a lot to maintain. And that's another thing too. Hi Jade. I feel like with friendships, thank you. Yes. Thank you for being here. Welcome back, Jade. I feel like with friendships, especially these days in my 30s, it's a whole lot to maintain. If it wasn't for IG and TikTok and stuff, I feel like my friends would not hear from me. I have a whole lot to do in my days. And when I do have alone time, I just really just want to be with myself. I don't really want to hear extra noise. And when I am in a time of silence, I turn on some like lo-fi music and stuff. I don't feel like I want to pick up the phone and call a friend. And I feel guilty for that sometimes because, I try my best. Like, I try to send a call once a month, but on the daily, it's just way too much to maintain. Let me know in the chat. Like, do you feel like you're able to balance friendships in your life? But then again, I feel the best friendships, the ones that are worthy of being considered family are the ones you can go to without speaking to for months, and they're still there whenever you call and pick up the phone. Those are the people I value. But I'm not about to be that friend that's calling and sitting on the phone and we talk about whatever. I don't want to talk about. You leaving? No. I don't want to talk about a lot of the things that I find people be wanting to talk about. You're about to go to the store? Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't be wanting to talk about a lot of things people want to talk about. I mean, most of the time when friends with a call, you know, they want to talk about, you know, gossip or what they saw on social media, and that's my job. Like, I don't, you know, I don't want to talk. I don't want to reflect. I don't want to do nothing. So let me know what you think in the chat. How are you able to balance all your friendships? If it's difficult, if it's easy for you. But like I said, if it wasn't for social media, then I feel like I'll be the world's worst friend, you know. Sometimes I like, I, you know, when they drop on the IG story, you know, I comment the story, you know, to let them know I still care about them, I still love them, I'm still here. But what's wrong with you, Ochi? But all that extra stuff, like sitting on the phone and talking, I just find I just can't really do it no more. So let's go ahead and get to some more music, and then we're gonna talk a little bit more on this. Chosen, calm down.
Yeah. Yeah. Bust down all these VDs, pop out with your beam. I be with your bitch, and she be with the gang. She be on some shit, and begging for a name. I be with the killers full of rock stars. Who bust at anything, including car. Before I leave, I gotta get this shit my own. I put my trust in God, he never steer me wrong. Hellcat with the demon, I don't have to see me home. No, that's not your bitch for real. I bet you I could beat it up. I bet he make the TV if he wound up acting greedy. This shit hella easy, try me, I just need a reason to. That is on my death for real. I'm just trying to chase a mail. Pay that money talk for real. Free do not that box for real. Too high on pop to sell. 40 had him not for real. Like he off the walk for real. Like he off the top for real. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. Hellcat with the demon. Know these niggas see me. Bust down all these VVs. Pop out with your beam. I be with your bitch, and she be with the gang. She be on some shit and begging for a name. Be with them niggas who gon' shoot before they take your shit. Pussy niggas in my ear, but my shit got them drumming it. Fake bitches, they everywhere, it don't even matter. The skin these bitches worse than niggas, they be moving like some savages. Yeah, just like some savages. R.I.P. my uncle, look through me, I know you resting in the devil. Knocked 1,000 times, but I swear I can't let him.
That was Sin, and that was their song Hellcat. And like I said, if you all want your music played during today's episode, make sure you just send a gift or a cash app. So like I said, we're talking friendships today. How has your views on friendships changed now that we're at this grown ass age? Okay, so let me be honest. I don't know if friends are a need at this age or just a luxury. And I say that with love because my kids are becoming my best friend. My partner is becoming my best friend. My husband's becoming my best friend. And my energy tank, I don't have that unlimited 20-year-old energy anymore. I feel like every hour of my life is super valuable. So I try to use it to the best of my ability. And as a friend, I try to call once a week, but like I said, sitting on the phone and going out and hanging out and talking about whatever, I don't know, maybe I'm just too strict, but I don't really want to sit and talk about anything besides plans of leveling up and what else? What else are we going to talk about? Finances. I don't know, money. How to get more money. I don't really want to talk about anything else. And a lot of people might hear that, be like, "Damn, like, girl, like, can you live? Like, do you live?" But can I send a song? Just make sure you send a gift or a cash app on any gift on TikTok or Yeah, and I'll play your song right now. But like I said, it's not that I'm strict. It's just like I said, I just really care about how I spend my time. In my 20s, I feel like that was for my 20s. Talking about a bunch of things and being free and all that stuff. But now that I'm in my 30s, it's like I'm trying to double down. I'm trying to get to where I want to be. So I don't feel like I have time for those connections and those conversations. Um, Ace said also, yeah, friendships do change as we get older. What do you look for in a friendship? Right now, that's a really good question because that has changed. And that goes back to the conversation. How has my views changed? One of the things that has changed is what do I look for in a friendship? I think number one, I don't look for a friendship. I don't. Somebody's watching this like, damn girl. I don't look for friendship. I'm very happy with the friends I have. So I don't look for anything. But to be an actual friend of mine, what's very important to me is, I don't know, like, think just genuine support. That's a genuine though. But that's hard to find these days. Genuine. Everybody's just trying to get something and get some opportunity. When I was in Atlanta, that was the biggest experiences I had with the lack of genuine friendships. I would see a pattern, right? When I was in Atlanta, always some young, pretty girl, IG following, being cool with me, whatever. And I value having beautiful people around me, but I would just see just a consistent pattern and just very opportunistic. I was working in the hip hop industry. I was working for 50 Cent's website and everything. And I was getting invited to like a whole lot of the coolest events. So them girls would want to be, at those events. What was their reason? It was completely different from mine. Okay. Me, I'm trying to, get an interview with who I know is there. Me, I'm trying to get put on or meet like the head or whatever. Them girls, they're trying to, yeah. What does genuine support look like? If I release something, buying it, reposting my stuff, and giving me like a pat on the back, applaud, like that gets far from me. But I can tell when it's not genuine and when it is genuine, because in networking, people can do that all the time. But is it genuine though? I just be like, what are you plotting? What you plotting over here? But let me know in the chat what you guys think is a sign for you. What does genuine support look like for you? What makes a good friend and all that good stuff? Calm down, chosen. Yeah, but now that I'm out my 20s, I've had enough experience with friends in my 20s. Enough. And it was just always a dead end. Like, I feel like once they would realize that, oh, I can't get what I'm looking for at her, they go. I wouldn't care, truthfully, because I wouldn't really get attached to people like that. But hey, okay. So friendships has been a major theme in my whole life. I've had good friendships. I had bad ones, friendship breakups, disappointments, loyal ones. Would I say friendships shape me for who I am today? I wouldn't think so. But let me know if your friendships have shaped you. And there's a lot of us that we've had the same friend since I don't know when. And that's very rare to come by. But I feel like a lot of friendships, like, do you think that they would still want to be your friend if you weren't prospering, like, say if you were a low life, like, would they still be there? Or when you're not at your high points, would they still be there? Like, drop it in the chat. But I don't know. Like, maybe people have yet to prove me wrong, but I feel like real genuine people are hard to come by. And do I have any childhood friends? Yes, I do. I definitely do. Yeah, I feel like real people are hard to come by, and I think a lot of things are, transactional. Transactional. Childhood friends, I have like, I have a couple, but the word friends though, I feel like friends is like, okay, I have a priority to talk to you, like you're one of mine, but acquaintances, oh yeah, that's another thing too. Let me know in the chat, do you guys consider people friendships more or acquaintances more? And what makes somebody worthy of getting that friend title? So yeah, you stay friends with me. So, and I feel like becoming a parent does change your priorities of who you allow around you. Like, I don't feel like I need that same level of girl talk validation and daily check-ins because my kids take up so much space, and also my business takes up so much space. But I actually really appreciate becoming a parent because it really makes you realize, like, just brings a whole lot of clarity. Yeah. So I see friends as a luxury now. It's something beautiful, but it's definitely optional. I really value friendships for this reason right here. Have y'all ever gone through a breakup? I feel like friendships are the most important thing during these times. For the friends that I have, if it wasn't for them, any breakup I have been through in my life, it would have been a whole lot more difficult. I feel like friends, you don't really got to tell them what you're going through, but they definitely know how to heal that space and make it better, especially when y'all going out, enjoying life and growing with each other. Yeah, friendship could be a beautiful thing in that sense. But a lot of times I may see people as seasonal. It's very rare with me when somebody actually has a permanent space. I don't know. I could be very seasonal. Not saying I can, but I don't know. Like, I feel like that word friends and friendship, that's very serious with me. That's very serious. To be a friend of mine for real, like, can you be there through every season? Can you see me when I'm down? Can you value me when I'm down? Can you value me when I'm up? Do you understand my background? When I say something that might come off crazy to the world, like, are you somebody that, says, no, like, I know why she said that because of like where she came from, that understanding. It's very difficult for me to just call anybody a friend. But I do appreciate those childhood friends. I have one really good childhood friend, and we've grown together. And that's another thing too. A lot of these friends that you be having during your childhood, y'all don't be growing with each other. One person go this way, you go this way. But they're one of the friends that I feel like we have, been aligned, and they have seen me during my worst seasons. They know my background. That's somebody I'm always going to value. And somebody like that always has a place in my heart. So drop more thoughts in the comment section. How has your view of friendships changed? Let me know in the chat. What's wrong with you? Let's go ahead and get into some more music.
Man, I pop my shit 1,000 times, but they still ain't never do shit. Money in the ceiling, that's a different feeling. Yeah, feeling my adrenaline, we gon' touch 1,000,000. She tried to play me, she could million. I knew she was kidding. He talking crazy, gave him 9 like he Michael Penix. Okay.
Damn risk, you're crazy.
Sometimes I just sit in the rain. I'm tripping, I might go insane. On this planet, I feel all alone. Stay underneath my seat on the throne. Now my body, my hair really gone. No judge, just making a song. If I call her, you pick up the phone. Like I'm tired of being alone. This shit gon' be there when I need you. If not, I'ma stick to the reason. I'ma look at the guy, not two people. Back in the days, me and my partner, like we was just 30 and chillin' at home. Only 13 when my brother had came to me, telling me that my little turn really gone. But that shit right in my soul, trying to gather my thoughts, but I swear that shit never worked. My mama was bustin' her ass, she was raising 4 kids, and now once did she call out a word. Don't knock down the hustle, don't speak on the ground, don't trip by the pad, cause you going up. Since I was a kid, my life getting bad. I was 7 years old when I picked up a blunt. Like that on my way, you're dealing with the pain. 23 years old, now I'm sipping drain. I ain't not a guy, I gotta make a change. Tell no bitch, I know I gotta find a way. I don't look the pills, I don't look the gun. I don't look for love, so I don't look for love. I know that you know that feeling in your body when you staring down and feeling stuck. Just look to the sky and close both of your eyes. I pray to God watch you gonna get better. Just take out your money and put it away. For that it rain, you gon' need an umbrella. Like I'm gonna make it, I put it on God, cause my mama had told me her boy really special. Mama had told me he's special.
Let's hop back into the topic. We are at 36 minutes. Okay. Yeah, let's hop back into the topic. I want to say this about friendships. I really do appreciate the friends that I do have. Let me tell you about the friends that I do have. I valued the friends that when I was pregnant with my kids and they was at the baby shower, I had a lot of my friends like at that moments like that make me realize like wow, like friends could be really freaking amazing, you know, after all the pain and all that stuff, after with dealing with friendships and dealing with different people. Friends could be really amazing, you know, like, you know, when I had my first chosen, what is wrong with you, boy? When I had my first child, you know, the way they came through and showed up for me, or when things did fail or in any way, the way they show up and come through for me, I really appreciate those times. But I really do value low maintenance friends. I am not that friend that I want to talk on the phone every day. I'm not that friend that want to text all day. I don't even like being on my phone because I work on my phone, you know. I really appreciate low maintenance friends, and those are the best friends you can have. For me, I consider myself a low maintenance friend. I don't require much. All I require is love and loyalty and support. That's it. All that other stuff, it doesn't matter to me. I want to talk about what Ace just said in the chat. Chosen trying to talk to all this boy do is talk. He is certified yapper. He is a certified yapper. If y'all know anything about zodiac signs, cancers, they be yapping, okay? Whenever you know a talk show host, Wendy Williams, Charlamagne the God, 50 Cent, all they do is just yap. So I can see it happening for him for sure. Ace said, I was literally about to say, you're a low maintenance friend type of person. Yes, I value the low maintenance friend. I really do. And like I said, those are the best friends to have because it's not that pressure. You don't feel like you need to constantly perform. You don't feel like you. I'm a Cancer too. There we go. Don't look at me like that. I love Cancers though. But yes, certified rapper gappers, okay? But yes, I value low maintenance friendships because you know you don't have to perform, you don't have to do too much. I'm the kind of person like I'm very like spiritually sensitive, so chosen. I can tell when people just be wanting more out of me. Like I don't know, I can explain it. Like if I'm talking to a friend, it's like I can see like how they just like overthought a thought or whatever I said. Like I like friends that just, you know, face value. If it came out my mouth, if I'm showing up, like I'm very logical. Like I'm not an emotional friend, so that makes sense on why I'm such a low maintenance friend type of person. You either show up or you don't. You know, show me who you are. You don't. You like I don't know. I'm like that kind of person. Yeah, I can see why I have a lot of female friends in my life because I'm not doing all that extra stuff. But Ace said my view of friendship definitely changed as I tend to see more Okay, so hopefully you can still hear me. Let me see. Okay, I think we're good. Can y'all hear me? Okay, my damn computer died. It's probably audio's probably coming off the computer now because I need to charge my computer. But yeah, that's what we was discussing. Like I said, I value low maintenance friendships, and that's just what it is. But yeah, the things that I valued in friends before when I was younger, it's not the same things I value now. I value when, this never been my situation, but if I would ever lose my home, like, do I know I can move in with that friend? Am I comfortable for even calling them? If I don't, do y'all go to your friends for advice? I don't do that either. I don't do that either. But I think that comes from spirituality. You know, if I have something deep in my heart, I'm not gonna call a friend. I'm going to talk to God about it, about that. Yeah. What else? What else? What else? Before we get into the next topic, social interaction is definitely not something I really value anymore because, oh, like, I don't know, maybe I might be sounding like a robot, but just me having to talk on my talk show every morning, like, this is a whole lot of energy that I be, leaving my body. Like, I don't be wanting to talk the rest of the day. Truthfully, read a book, what I'm about to get into, or meditate. I don't know. I don't know. And if I would have want to go on a trip, would I contact a friend? No. No, I want to go by myself. Oh, maybe I'm weird. If y'all watching this, I don't know what happened, but she was gone for a minute. Yes, my computer died. I know. It hops back in, thankfully. Yes, when my computer dies, it doesn't permanently close things out, but yeah. The audio might be coming out the computer, not the microphone, by the way. So if it sounds different too. Yeah, so but the amount of space I give somebody, it's definitely another reason why I'm just not for the sensitive. And y'all, if y'all can relate to that, let me know in the chat. I give my friends a whole lot of space. It's not because I don't care, but it's because I value my space and other people should as well. I don't know. This probably all comes down to my zodiac sign. Yeah, yeah. A lot of people, a lot of things are saying people probably not relate to. What else? So it's just some things could just be draining. Phone calls every day. Um, and I sometimes I do feel a little bit of guilt when I say I just don't have time. I got a final in 2 hours. Wish me luck. Jesus, I remember that feeling. Oh, okay. I'm gonna pray for you. It's not easy. Okay, what else? Yeah, so let me know what you guys think. But friendship after 30, I feel it's quality over quantity. The difference between friends and family, that's something that needs to be considered. I appreciate low maintenance bonds. I appreciate friends who understand what season I'm in. Boy, the emotions. Okay. Do you not want this milk? All right, you don't want the milk no more. Okay, you don't want the milk no more. You want to sit up? Do you want to look at everybody? No. You want to be held like this? You want to be patted on the back? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, friendship in your 30s is not talk to me every day. It's not. It's you good? Okay, I love you. That's it. But the real question is, do we need friendships or do we need peace? And yeah, I feel like adults, we need peace, support, non-judgment, safety, quiet, and grounding. So, has being a parent made you outgrow socializing? Do you need friends at this age, or are you good with your family? Do you prefer low maintenance friendships or active ones? Is friendship becoming too much maintenance in your 30s? And also, do you think you could go a month without talking to a friend? So let me know what you guys think in the chat. I want y'all to flood the comments. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Pop. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get to a song, and then we're going to get back into the next segment. Let's do a reaction video to the Diddy documentary. Not the full documentary, but we're just going to play a clip. All right. So let's go ahead and play a song. And like I said, if you want a song played, just make sure you send a tip.
Following my purpose. I've been following my purpose. Thinking is it really worth it? I've been following my purpose. Think it really worth it? Following my purpose. Is it really worth it? Following my purpose. Is it really worth it? Is it really worth it? Following my purpose, like is it really worth it? Fake niggas bad, but don't come around, I curved it. I'ma get everything I'm owed, yeah, I earned it. And I didn't put my feelings in this song, then I burned it. Following my purpose, like is it really worth it? Fake niggas bad, but don't come around, I curved it. I'ma get everything I'm owed, cause I earned it. And I'ma put my feelings in this song, then I burned it. Riding with that G-Shot, cold, turn the heat up. Remember all them nice cold blocks with the Reebok. Posted on that corner, I'll be out there with no scene. Yeah, my dreams small, but I had to make the whole scene pop. I was tryna triple every dollar out of weak spot. Mama said devil always lurking when the streets hot. Pain in my chest, but you know I kept my feet locked. Always kept it solid, never switching to the beat drop.
Okay, we're gonna watch the Parliament
Crash out. Friends turn to strangers that they shouldn't have to hash out. Came up for the same month that they used to laugh out. Now I'm getting money, every move is what they ask about. I've been in my own way, dripping like the rain.
Okay, yes. If you want your music played during today's episode, just make sure you send a tip via Cash App, or if you're on TikTok, send me a gift. So today, for reaction video segment, welcome to Live with Tracy VA's reaction segment. In this segment, we react to something that's hot. Last week, reacted to a whole lot of shit. We reacted to B. Simone talking about would you take time with Jesus over $1 trillion? She says she's gonna take that $1 trillion. Still to this day, that's crazy to me. We reacted to Australia taking away social media from kids under the age of 16 years old. And today, what's hot, what everybody's talking about, is the Diddy documentary. Okay. I didn't even. This damn lash is getting on my nerves. So yeah, the Diddy documentary. It has the whole world talking right now. I didn't know if I was gonna react to it or not because I was like, okay, they're gonna talk about this and this is gonna go. Well, people have been talking about it for quite some time. Seems like it's growing legs and walking on its own. But yes, I did watch all parts. I think it was 5 or 4. Yes, you do need to watch it. You definitely do. I was nervous before I watched it because I was like, I'm not gonna like this because I've already seen so much Diddy content. You know, TMZ did documentaries. There was documentaries on Tubi. So I was like, why should I watch this? I'm staring like that. I was like, why should I watch this when I've already seen everything else? Are you sleepy? Just go to sleep, boy. But yeah, definitely get your Netflix back. I know you sleepy. Come on. Definitely get your Netflix back. All right, so I'm gonna click play and I'm just gonna react to everything that's in this clip. Okay, here. Okay.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform.
See the 50 doc?
Not yet.
Me neither. You saw it,
Well,
Alex?
I watched the first 2 episodes.
How was it?
Fire?
Let's go,
Really?
Fifth. Wow.
I was impressed.
Sean Combs got to be the dumbest motherfucker walking the planet, though. Why
What
would
did he
he
do again?
Why would he be recording all of that shit leading
How did
up?
50 get that footage? Is
Yeah,
my
that's
question.
the crazy part.
I heard
So like the first 10 minutes, and
because-
it's like footage from Diddy right before he got arrested.
they said because Diddy was either shooting a documentary or
Yeah.
had somebody filming everything.
Yeah.
So he bought the footage from that company?
That would be my guess.
That's hilarious.
That's what I heard. I heard something like that. I don't fucking know. But why would you be recording that if you did it?
I think he
thought he was gonna get
would
off.
beat it, and then he would have a document of him overcoming the situation.
But showing what?
I mean, it's
Him not
nothing.
wanting-
It's nothing like particularly inflammatory. It's just him going around the city and talking to his attorneys and trying to figure it out. But it's juxtaposed against. They have a lot of incredible archival footage. Like they really spent a lot of money. And when you look at it, you're like, God, like Diddy really has been in the press for 35, 40, like
basically his whole life.
and they go way, way back. Like it,
I heard they go back to the basketball game. And
before that, I mean, there's pictures of him in Mount Vernon. There's like a 5-year-old kid, childhood friends. Like it's very thorough. I mean, the one criticism I've read, and I don't know how fair it is it doesn't delve into the victim's stories as much as it could. But I'm only 2 episodes in, and there is one woman in I think episode 1, and it's like a very emotional scene where she recounts some of.
Something I want to say about the Diddy documentary, I really enjoyed watching it. Opened me up to a lot of new information that I didn't know about Diddy. I really enjoyed seeing the parts where they were discussing his childhood. They were showing pictures that we've never seen before, talking his relationship with his mother. And I thought that was very interesting to see. There was a lot of characters that I never knew were a part of the story. I think they were talking about the other head of Bad Boy and a childhood friend. I feel like this childhood friend gave a lot of insight to Diddy's childhood. They had Capricorn Clark, who was one of the people that testified on the stand during the Diddy trial. They had Aubrey O'Day. Aubrey O'Day was pretty cool to see. I mean, not for what they was talking about, but for her to finally speak, because she spoke on TMZ's platform, but she's never spoken on like an actual like Diddy documentary. So yeah, let's watch some more.
Some of the stuff that happened to her, like I think it's well done so far.
I'm gonna watch it this weekend. I just, for me, it's just like I don't know why you would be recording that. Because from the clips that I saw, it just seems like the highest level of arrogance, and it seems like he's just trying to manipulate his way out of this
Oh,
situation.
he talks about that on the tape.
That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
Like,
This is how we're going to play the media. This is how we're going to manipulate the media.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, truthfully, that was the whole documentary. We watched Diddy finesse himself out of everything, and I feel like 50 Cent and the other producer did a really good job at painting that story. Because that was all we saw. There was a part where Diddy was like, "Hey, we're gonna manipulate the media. Let's use the publicist and did this." Like they went into those parts. My views on Diddy after watching the documentary, it has changed. But that's the power of a good documentary, I guess. Or maybe it was the extra footage that they showed. But Diddy is definitely coming off like he's a master conniving, master manipulator, master destroyer. And that's the story that they painted of Diddy. He did a lot of people dirty. Diddy dirty money. He did a lot of people dirty. And those people were able to speak their truths on the documentary. And go to sleep, boy.
Oh, but imagine if you're recording it thinking you're gonna make the doc. He wasn't
Why
thinking
would
he
I
was gonna
ever
make
be
the
doing
That was
that?
like the book example. Yeah, it's all right if she writes a book because we'll go back and edit it. What happened is they recorded it. They probably thought they could edit it and frame it how they wanted to, and then shit fell apart. And I'm guessing whoever filmed it was like, well, he's never going to buy this footage from me because he's in jail now. And then 50's tapped in.
Oh, I have to see this.
But why would I ever, my point is, why would I ever be talking like that in front of anybody? Even if I felt that way, why would I be having that conversation to be recorded?
Well, that's one of the themes in the doc is that at a certain point, and they trace it back to City College, because he skated on that, essentially, he believed he was untouchable.
Skated on Shine. Did they talk about that?
Yeah, I mean, we haven't even got, the first episode, it's still Uptown Records, right? And they have some really like crazy footage from inside the event at City College, which I've never seen before. And you can see him in the middle of like the chaos. It's pretty damning footage. Wow. And the case that's made is he beat that. He had no business beating that. The label at that time wanted him gone. Andre Harrell fought for him, kept him around. And then once he got past that, he's like,
I can do anything.
I can do anything. I just fucking had an event and 9 people got killed and I'm the king of New York.
Shit. I'll tell you one thing too, man. A lot of people saying shit like, they think 50's being vindictive. To those people, I say, you just don't know the backstory of 50 and Diddy. You know what I mean? And even if people be like, well, yeah, we know Diddy was messing with 50's baby mom or whatever. Yeah, that's one thing. But you can't be a person taunting the other person about it.
I think what's good about the film, and I don't mean this as a diss, you don't feel 50's fingerprints on it.
That's good.
Really? Yeah, not at all. No, I'm not saying they are obviously there, and I can see the places where, in my opinion, there's certain information in there that only a 50 could get or have knowledge about, but you forget about him immediately. He's not narrating it. He's not in it. It stands on its own.
Is 50 the greatest anti-hero in hip-hop?
Without a doubt. He might be one of the greatest anti-heroes in entertainment, period.
Notice I didn't say villain.
No, he's an anti-hero.
Yeah, he's an anti-hero.
He's Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's The Rock when The Rock was a heel. You know what I mean? And the reason I say he's number one over Tupac is because 50's lived. He's still here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
God bless the dead. You know what I mean? But we don't know what Pac would have been at 40, 50-something years old. One thing we know about 50 Cent, he is committed to being the anti-hero. When 50 Cent said on Life's on the Line, nobody likes me, and that's okay, because I don't like y'all anyway. Because I don't like y'all anyway. Fuck all y'all.
Well, the other thing is Dame Dash saying that 50 was capping and he didn't really have anything.
Oh, Det Dash, hush. I can't, 50, when you gonna make the Det Dash documentary, okay? All right?
Do you remember when 50 Cent was supposed to be putting out a documentary about Puff on Netflix?
Yes.
Where is it?
I think it's still happening.
Yeah, right. He's capping.
Did you lose over $75,000 sports betting on DraftKings or FanDuel? We may be able to help you get significant compensation. Under consumer protection laws, these sportsbook apps are reported.
Some people might like it, some people might not like it. It's a real film. Like, this is not.
Wow. Okay.
This is legit. And I'll say this. I came from the doctor's office today. The receptionist was talking about it over the phone.
It's the number one most watched thing on Netflix
I was
right
on
now.
The subway, the guy coming up the stairs was talking about it.
Chris, it's the
like,
number one most watched thing on Netflix right. First of all, let's factor in 3 things. Number 1, it's a documentary on Netflix. Number 2, it's executive produced by 50 Cent. Number 3, it's about basically the downfall of one of the biggest celebrities ever.
It's epic.
You understand what I'm saying? It's about one of the biggest celebrities ever. Like, this case is super intriguing to a lot of people.
I'll put it like this. I watched the first episode and a half last night. I was like, I got to go to bed. I downloaded 2 on my phone so I could watch it in the subway on the way in the city.
Oh, wow.
I haven't done that in
a lot. Oh, wow. It's that good.
Oh, see, that's why I'm waiting till the weekend, because I don't want to stop and go. I'm waiting till the weekend. I want to watch all 4.
Yeah,
just knock it out. Knock it out in one swoop. Salute to 50 Cent, man.
Shout
you know
out,
what I'm saying? And it's funny because when Det Dash said that, it's interesting, right? Like how you just said, Chris, 50 does great work when it comes to documentaries. This is not even his first documentary. This man has already given us a hit franchise of a whole universe on television, right? 50 knows how to make good TV. 50 knows how to make good documentaries. So when you see that Dash in the interview say, didn't he say that he was going to do a documentary? In the documentary, I was like, well, I'm sure it's still coming. That's cap. That's because that ain't used to making the type of quality that 50 is making. So he would do some shit in 2 days. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so my son is definitely needs me today. Well, not today, but he needs me right now. So I gotta get off. So I want to say this. Definitely go watch the Diddy documentary. It's a very, I don't want to say entertaining because I don't like saying somebody's downfall is entertaining, but well put together, and it explains a lot. They said a lot of things without actually saying it. And then there's one part of it that was pretty disturbing. So Aubrey O'Day's story, like that was a new perspective. I didn't know nothing about that when she was talking about. And honestly, from what I took from it, not even just Diddy, but there's some crazy things that happen in the music industry. And yeah, I don't know. Nothing has ever happened to me, but once that power and all that stuff comes in, things can get really destructive. A lot of questions that surrounding the film is, was 50 Cent trying to tell us that Diddy's behind the murder of Pac and Biggie? Well, you would have to watch the documentary to answer that on your own. But me and my answer, shit. Shit. Watching that whole documentary, I'm like, damn, Diddy did a lot of shit. You know what? Like, things just really start to add up. So let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Let me know in the chat what y'all think of the documentary. And if you haven't watched it, go ahead and go watch it. But today's episode was on friendships and how has your view of friendships changed throughout the years. We're going to talk more this week about different topics surrounding friendship. Let me know. Send me a message if you have something you want to discuss or share. Also, if you want to come in and join and be a guest on here, you could do that as well. Just hit me up. But yeah, let me go ahead and take us out. I have to go do a couple things today. So that's a wrap for today's episode of Live with Tracy VA. We laughed, we vibed, we reacted to some viral clips, and even dropped a few tracks along the way. I hope you took away something that resonates, whether it's life lessons, relationship insights, or fresh music you got to check out. Thank you for tuning in, commenting, and being part of this community where we keep it real, relevant, and resonating. Don't forget to follow, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a surprise music drop or conversation. Always remember, life is too short to play small or second guess yourself. Keep showing up, stay bold, and chase what makes you feel alive. I'll see y'all next time on Live with Tracy VA. Make sure you stay real, stay relevant, stay resonating, and always keep your energy right. I'm going to see you guys later.